Good morning, everyone. Grab your cups. It's time for Free Your Mind Friday. Lady-O, it's Friday then. It's Saturday, Sunday, what? It's Friday then. It's Saturday, Sunday, what? Let's go.
Say I am unstoppable. Let me hear you say I am unstoppable. And let the horns play. Hey. Oh yeah. I heard that I would fail. Then I heard you won't prevail. Then I heard all the things that I can't do. And then you strength.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. It is time for Free Your Mind Friday. I am your host, Tracy Berry McGee, also known as Divine T.
I'm your co-host, Yolanda Langford, and yes, Lady Yo is what they call me.
That's right, y'all. My Lady-O. We're going to have a good time, y'all. You know that we are a whole team. Today is all about the vibe, isn't it?
It is all about the vibe. We're going to talk about a little food. We're going to talk about a little laughter. You know, laughter and food definitely go together.
Yes, it does. I have to ask you what's in your cup, what you sipping on.
Oh, you know, just a little tea today, darling.
A little tea,
a little tea. How about you?
Black coffee, no sugar, no cream. You know what I do. And it's Friday. I need it because this week has been so crazy. And it's just good to be able to drink some coffee so I can jump into my weekend. Speaking of jumping into my weekend, we got a whole vibe today. We got Timothy.
Timothy with Pure Catering STL. You know, we talk about him all the time. He's one of our sponsors for the show. He's going to come talk about all the great things they have going on
Yes.
at Pure Catering STL. And who else we have?
Smoogie the Comedienne. The vibe in the box is Smoogie. Spell it out for me.
Smoogie.
Yes, just like Boogie. And he's going to be a whole vibe as well.
Yes.
And I think that it's important that we realize that we got to balance things out in life. You know, we celebrated a holiday this weekend. You know, at the end of the day, it can wear you out. But you got to be able to laugh about it and have
Yes.
a good time. Speaking of the holiday that we celebrated, I just want to know, got any leftovers?
Look here, girl. My food is so good. So they say. I don't really have leftovers, but I do when I have large numbers of people over. I make a to-go counter where you can take that food with you because I have tasted it while I was cooking, then I've served it, then I've eaten it. I'm done with it. So don't have a lot of leftovers, but it was so good.
Yes, yes. Well, you know what? I'm the person that brings my containers with me. I'm going to take the food and we're going to warm it up and we're going to eat it again, especially if it's good. It is. So speaking of, you know, it's Friday, so we're going to just tell you all what our affirmation word of the day is. For me, my affirmation word is soul. It's soul. You know, I love soul food, but it's something about when you have a spirit and your cup is overflowing.
Yes.
Because your soul is well. And you know, I have a quote today, and it says, "Laughter is wine for the soul."
I like that. We like laughter. We like wine.
Yes, y'all. Laughter is wine for the soul. So if that is the case, let's pour the wine, because when we get ready, we will be back, and we're going to have Pure Catering in the house. Timothy, Eleby, y'all know. So make sure that you all pull up because it's sponsored by Fraser Automotive. Life is all about the journey. Life's curves, hitting the road fast or slow. Celebrations, anniversaries, and birthdays. Everything in life is about moving forward. Whatever direction you choose to go far, go in style. New or used, go with Fraser Automotive.
I'm Tim Eleby of Pure Catering STL. Keep watching the On Your Now show on the iTV network.
as promised, we have the Pure Catering STL president, Tim Eleby. Good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Tim. You know,
Good
we are
morning.
excited to have you here because you have been with us since the beginning.
Yes.
And I just want you to know, we love us some Pure
Thanks,
Catering
thanks.
Yes, we do.
STL.
Well, we love y'all too.
What you do? What you do?
We love y'all too.
You
That's
love
right.
us. Oh, they love us. Girl, they love us too. Is that Sally Field? She said, I think they like me. They really
they
like
like
me.
me.
But before we get started, Tim, I know we're going to talk about all these wonderful dishes you have at Pure Catering. What gets you started? What you sipping on?
What's in your
I'm
cup?
sipping on water today.
Water.
I usually have Kool-Aid, but I'm sipping water.
Okay, STL water.
STL water. Well, I know all that work you do in that hot kitchen, you need your water.
Tell us, everybody, we know about Pure Catering, but how did it get started?
Well, it started in July 2019. We were sitting around and we said we ought to start a company, and we searched out for different words. That's how Pure Catering came about. Pure Catering STL.
Pure Catering
Wow.
STL now. When you say catering, y'all do catering.
Everything,
You
A to
have
Z.
restaurants. Were you always a kid that liked to cook?
No, I mean, I'm on the cooking side. A lot of people don't think I can cook.
Oh, I
But you
know
in
you
the
can.
burn.
Yeah, I can. I'm more of the front of the house operations, but I can cook too as well.
That's
okay.
right,
So,
that's
but did you
right.
cook as a kid?
Nope.
No. Okay. Okay.
Well, you have several different entities to Pure Catering STL. People know about the catering side, but I don't think they know you got restaurant, future. Tell everybody what you got.
Okay, we have a cafe inside the Missouri Historical Society. It
Love it.
operates from Tuesdays through Sundays, usually from 10 to 3. We also have a food truck. And it's on the streets as we speak.
Yes.
And we also, by June, we'll have a full service restaurant.
Hold
my
on,
goodness.
hold on. That is wonderful. You said you're gonna have a full service
Service
restaurant. You know, I think we call that a restaurant exclusive. Well, do you have an exclusive for us?
Yeah, we have an
You-
exclusive.
what's your exclusive?
Well,
What?
you know what?
Hold on,
This
hold-
is what I think.
Oh my!
What?
What is going on?
Oh my gosh! Wait a minute.
Pure Catering here to donate a check for the Sister Keepers
Oh my
Empowerment Center.
gosh.
Oh my goodness! That's for us.
Tim, you have always supported us. You know, you all have to understand something. In the midst of all the things that we do with the talk show, we have a nonprofit. And this is the second year
Yeah,
that
bro.
Pure Catering has donated to us our wellness mobile.
Thank you so much. If I could get up and hug you, air
Yes,
hugs, air hugs,
thank you.
air hugs.
Oh my
Thank
goodness.
you so much.
Thank
for-
you. $1,000. Okay, wait a minute.
I know,
So
like
we're going to
this.
bring out the wellness mobile, and maybe we can have the food truck. And,
Correct.
And wait, so this is what we need to kick off our International Day of the Girl at the Missouri Historical Society.
That is
Correct.
awesome.
Tim, thank you.
Oh, you know, I thought we were going to talk about restaurant, but that's the other part that
Yeah.
people need to know about you is you give back to our
Yes.
community. I think at one point during the pandemic, you were serving lunches.
Yeah, we
still
serve
do.
lunches every day to at-risk kids, and we also serve the unhoused for the city of St. Louis.
And they don't just serve like regular, you serve amazing food.
Meals.
You serve meals, the whole meal. And do you do the summer programs also?
Yes, we feed summer camps. Any summer camp that need a free meal, they can contact us, and through the city of St. Louis, city or county, they get a free meal, breakfast and lunch,
Oh, my
5
goodness.
days a week.
You know what? 5 days a week, and then you have the brunch. And every Sunday, we always talked about, remember National Brunch Day? We
Yes.
said that they have the best brunch in the city.
Absolutely.
But are you hiring? Because you are doing everything.
Y'all got a lot of
we
things
are
going on.
hiring. We are hiring right now. We're hiring for sales manager and restaurant manager.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
you know what? Wait, people can get some food. They can get a job. Your kids can get fed. You're doing everything.
We trying. We trying.
You're making it happen. Even during the winter months with this food truck. Because this ain't no like regular. Have y'all ever seen? Tell them about the food truck.
Well, the food truck.
It's state of the art.
We have pizza ovens on it, fryers. We can cook anything we select for the day.
And the thing about the food that he serves, it's not if you're having salmon, it is the experience.
Yes.
You give an experience. I know every time we go to the brunch, the menu changes,
Yes.
and the live
Entertainment
entertainment,
changes. Every
live
week.
entertainment
Every
changes.
week.
And let me tell you what, we were so proud to host our very first Own Your Now
Yes.
show
That's
brunch.
correct.
You have been a part of everything.
At your facility, but we just always have a good time. What's your favorite, Tracy?
Okay, I want to say my favorite is dessert because you know how I feel about desserts.
Oh, hold on, Tracy. When they serve dessert, it's a tower.
It's a tower of desserts. I'm like, everything. I want this piece, the chocolate cake, the pound cake. But for me, it's the salmon for me.
It is.
And it's the fried chicken for me. It's the briskets for me. Brian, Savion, Ashley. It's the macaroni and cheese for me.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. And it's the vibe for me.
It's
Yes.
the vibe for me. And one thing also, you do the themes, like for Mardi Gras.
Yeah, we did Mardi Gras brunch.
And
It's the shrimp and grits for me.
so you have the themes, you
We
have.
do it all.
And you
do it all.
It takes a team.
It does.
We all on board.
Yes, I'm looking forward to, my son is having a graduation and I'm thinking about that food truck. Can you rent out the food truck?
Yes, you can.
They can
With the barbecue, and when we did an International Day of the Girl, they gave out tacos and it's not the regular, what's the nachos with all the briskets?
nachos.
Yes, that was delicious. That definitely was delicious. So people can rent out the food truck.
Right out the food
They
truck,
can come.
catering, and they can come to the museum
And get ready for the restaurant.
and get ready for the
Oh,
restaurant.
yes.
Congratulations.
Will you have music and everything at the restaurant? It's going to
We
be
have
kind of...
some. We're looking at putting art in the restaurant as well.
I like that, Tracy. You know you like art, and I love art.
Yes,
So
yes, and we know some artists.
Yep.
We know some artists. You know what, Tim? I just want to say that you always we met Tim through it was at the time the 26th ward, now the 10th ward. Mimi introduced us.
Yes, she
And
did.
you have just embraced our whole family, our nonprofit. We have become partners. You were the first to say yes to sponsoring us. Tim, thank you so much.
problem.
don't
No
get us, and it means so much to us, and that's why we always support you also,
Well, we thank you.
And people need to know that you are our community and that you're out there doing the work and you're supporting Tracy and I and Shamim and Justice and the Own Your Now
Your
show.
community. Your community.
Thanks.
So, go ahead.
No, I'm done.
I would say, how can people reach you? How can people get in touch with everything Pure Catering?
Our website or phone calls. They can look us up. Twitter, Facebook.
All of that. Y'all need to
All
start
of
doing
that.
some TikToks. Yeah, we can. You know what, Boone? All of them, y'all can do TikToks in the space. Your affirmation word.
Growth.
Okay.
Growth.
Because every year we're adding something.
You sure are.
Yes, you
Yes,
are.
you are.
Yes,
And
you
sometimes
are.
2 or 3 things a
2
year.
or 3 things.
Yes. You're a baseball fan also, aren't you?
Yes.
Yes. You all go down. What was it during the winter months? You all did
Winterfest.
the
Winterfest.
Winterfest. Yes. You're doing everything, and I love the fact that you're growing and you're bringing our community with you. You're hiring our youth. You're training them. You're showing them exactly what they need to do. You're the man behind the scene.
Yes.
And in the front of the scene, and you got a whole team. We just
Yep,
want
we
to
got a
thank
team.
you.
No problem.
We want to thank you. And let me tell y'all something. Pure Catering STL, they got exclusives. Lady O, I think they got you beat today.
They did. And I'm, Tracy, just thankful for all that they've done with Sister Keeper and with the Own Your Now show. And
Yes.
as y'all know, we love us some Pure Catering. So when you get an opportunity, if you see the food truck, make sure you stop. If you're at
You
the
better
History
support
Museum,
'em.
make sure you go to the cafe upstairs. And when the restaurant opens,
We're
make
going to
sure
be
you go
there. That's going to be a whole exclusive. When we return, get ready, because you know what? We have some wine for the soul. That's called laughter, y'all. Get ready for Smoogie the Comedienne. And you know what? This is sponsored by Pure Catering STL.
Of course.
It's not about exact measurements or the perfect dice when it comes to cooking. Good food is about feeling, inspired food is about comfort, and pure food is about feeding the soul. You have to have soul to feed people right, so pull up a chair, take a taste, and let Pure Catering do the cooking. Visit Pure Catering Cafe STL at the Missouri Historical Society today.
At Keith's Realty Group, we're focused on helping you in the home buying and selling process, standing with you every step of the way so you can own a new home or sell your existing home successfully. Budgeting, credit building, and down payment. Everything you need to know about the home buying and selling process. We're not just selling you a home in the community, we are helping build communities. By keeping focused on you and your needs, we can put you in a home for a lifetime. Keys Realty Group, selling communities one key at a time.
Worried about your friend but don't know how to reach out?
You could say how are you or get a fake tattoo. You could ask with an app if it works for you. You could chat with them in VR. It's all good if you think you should check in. Yeah, you should. Whatever gets you talking.
Reach out to a friend about their mental health.
Whatever gets you talking.
Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Hey, you ever tell a story about something that happened to you, but it didn't really happen to you? It happened to somebody else, but you just kind of put yourself in that situation to make yourself seem interesting? I did that one time. And by the time I got done telling the story, I realized the person I was telling it to, same person that told it to me. Needless to say, that was real embarrassing. Man, these gas prices are outrageous, okay? I drive a car that takes premium gas, and the fill up I don't really like. So, you know, it kind of leaves me at a situation, crossroads, like every morning I get up and I'm like, should I go to work today? Really, I don't know. And sometimes I stay home. So that's really all I had to say about that. If you got family members that are in jail or incarcerated, you got to be there for them. You know, you got to try to help them and make things as normal as possible for them. Because they go through a lot, you know, mentally they go through a lot. And I have a brother who's locked up. And I try to make things as normal as possible anytime he calls my house. So every time he calls me, say, hey man, what you doing? I'm like, I ain't doing nothing, man. You at the crib? That's a true story, I really do that. Also, I want to say real quick, St. Louis, we have some really amazing weather, but we also have, you know, like every area has something different. Like if you go to California, they have earthquakes. You go to, you know, down to Florida, they have like hurricanes. St. Louis, we do like tornadoes. So we have a lot of tornadoes. And I remember one year, a few years back, man, we had a tornado that came through and knocked out like most of all of St. Louis's power for like 3 months. No, I'm sorry, not 3 months. It knocked out all of St. Louis's power for like a week. Some people were a couple days, some people were a week. Like this happened during the summer of, I don't know, it was a few years back during the summer. And I remember my power was out for a week, and at the time I stayed in the hood. I ain't afraid to say it. I stayed in Walnut Park. People who are from St. Louis, they know what that is. That's like a bad neighborhood in St. Louis. So if you ever come to St. Louis and they mention you going to Walnut Park, don't go. That's all I'm saying. But at the time, like I said, I stayed in the hood. A whole week went by and I finally got my power back on. I come outside, I'm like, thank you, God. Finally power. Now it's a house that stays across the street. It's a house across the street. It's a 2-bedroom house. It's like 15 people that stay in this house. I come outside, I'm like, thank you, finally. I see this lady across the street acting out. She's like, why her lights on? Why her lights on? Why his lights on? Why my lights not on? I'm across the street looking like, lady, your light's been out since February. But you thought they was gonna forget and cut your stuff back on? It just don't work out like that. Now, real quick, man, I'm getting up in age. I'm gonna let you know a little bit about myself, man. I'm 40 something. I'm gonna say 40 something because, you know, I kind of stopped counting at around 30. But my knees don't work like they used to. Like in my 20s, if something drop on the ground, boom, drop down, pick it up, no problem. I got 40-year-old knees, basketball, football, running from the cops. Now, if something drop on the ground, this is how I pick it up every time. I have no idea why I do that, but it just gives me balance. Hey, my name's Smoogie the Comic. Thank you very much for your time. Network.
Yes, as promised, we have the Smoogie, the comedian. You were amazing.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Well, good morning to you, brother.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, too.
Good morning.
Thank you so much. Well, and it's Smoogie, Smoogie.
You
That's
are
right.
correct.
All right. Well, tell us what you got in your cup.
I got nothing but the good old black coffee.
I love it.
I thought he was gonna say that STL water,
right,
but
right,
you know
you got
what?
some black coffee. That's probably to get you started. That gets you started and get you revved up.
Yeah, I was loving everything that you were saying. I just want to know what made you say yes to clean comedy, because it was clean, it was funny, and it was a whole vibe.
You know, a couple comedians such as Sinbad, Ricky Smiley back in the day, they really kind of helped me to go and do clean comedy because they were hilarious to me.
Yes, yes.
Absolutely. Now, I want to know, were you always funny? Were you the kid at the Easter table when they would kind of pinch you under the table because you were telling jokes? And
I was that guy. Yeah, I was a class clown in high school, so yeah, I was always like that growing up.
Oh, okay, wait a minute. He said high school. Are you from St. Louis?
Not technically. I was raised here. I've been here a long time.
A long time. So we call that 314-ish. I'm 314-ish. And I always tell the joke that people swear they see me in the St. Louis yearbooks.
Well, were you in the yearbook?
I was definitely in the yearbooks. Hazelwood East. Spartan.
Okay, Hazelwood East. Well, I noticed in your act, you talked about Walnut Park. You know, I was raised in Walnut Park just a little bit. I stayed on Emerson and Thecla. Don't play now.
I'm just saying.
Okay, we got to represent.
Right.
But the thing about it is, you're right. Our communities, they just have shifted, and they're different everywhere that you go. But the one thing that we all know is funny is funny. Like, funny can get you to a whole nother level.
No doubt.
Talk to us about, when you talk about the things that you've done, what's next for you? Because you're funny, definitely. And you've been doing this for how long?
Man, I've been doing this for at least 15 years.
Okay. 15 years?
He looked 15.
He said you in your, how
Go
old,
ahead
40-ish?
now, go ahead
He said
now.
40-ish?
40-ish, 40-ish. So what's next
15.
for you? I know Bertie told me you've just finished a movie. You have something else coming out. Tell us what your next is. How are you owning your now?
Well, I'm owning mine now. Well, what I have coming up next is I'm actually doing a tour. It's a book tour. It's called the Strategy Tour. So over the next spring, summertime, we'll be going to different HBCUs.
Yes. You have Grambling on the tour?
If you can connect us, we
I
working
will
on
do
it.
the
We
connect.
working on it.
I went to college with the president of Grambling State University,
Okay,
so
well,
I'll
go
connect
ahead.
you.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. I like it.
I'll tell them to look out for you at Grambling. You know, we also want to know, what's your affirmation word? What is that one word that says, this is Smoogie's word?
Jump.
Jump. Tell us why.
A lot of times people get to the edge and they get scared and they back off. Jump.
Jump.
Do it.
That's a leap of faith.
Is that what you did with your career? You know, were you here locally and one day you said, I'm just going to jump out there? And you know, speaking of jumping out there, do you get nervous?
I get nervous every time. I was nervous before I came and did this. I'm always nervous.
That's a good nervous, though.
Yeah, always.
Who was the first person that you opened up for and you said, you know what? This is it. I can do this.
Man, that's a good question.
I know you've opened up for quite a few, haven't you?
I have. You know what? I'll say this. Recently, I've worked with Adele Gibbons.
I love Adele. She's so funny.
She's given me some tour dates, so I've been able to work with her on a few different dates. And that was probably one of the first shows that I did with her that told me, hey, you know what? You are funny enough.
Okay.
Like, I always thought I was funny, but that was a show where I was like, you know what? I'm good enough to be here.
Awesome.
Funny enough. Now, you funny. You really are. The whole time I'm thinking gas prices are high. I got premium. I'm like, look, I want an electric car now. I'm telling you
I
right now.
see some people get into those little cars the kids drive, and they're like, this is how I'm going to get to work in my car these days because the gas price is so high. And the funny joke about it was funny, but she wanted her lights to come on too.
Oh, yeah. True story.
We've all experienced.
Speaking of true story, now, are your jokes about people you know, or are there jokes about people you make up in your head?
The names are not changed.
Really?
To keep the integrity of the joke. Okay. My brother, yes, absolutely. I keep the names.
I love it. I love it.
But I'm never degrading anybody, so it's all good.
You have an amazing
Absolutely.
personality. Just being able to experience what it looks like to have clean comedy, I like it because everybody can come
take
to bring the
everyone,
whole
yes.
family,
No doubt.
and we
That's-
need
yeah.
more of that. I want you to tell me, how do you feel comedy relates to wellness, and especially during the pandemic?
Oh man, I think comedy relates big time because that is a mood changer.
Yes.
You know, people are down and we like to bring laughter. We like to let you forget about your problems and forget about whatever you're going through at the time to enjoy and have a moments.
I like it.
That's right, a aha moment. And we have definitely had an aha moment with you. I just, again, we want to say thank you for coming on, for being a part of the vibe, because this is a whole vibe. Can't wait to see you. Look, we're going to have to follow that.
Catch my movie. Catch
the movie. Tell us the name of the movie again.
The movie is called This Is Life.
This is life. All right.
What is it about?
It's about a group of friends that were getting together to go out, and things kind of went differently.
Okay, we gotta watch that. We're gonna have to watch.
Now, are you a serious character in the movie, or are you a funny character in the movie?
Funny character.
Funny character.
Funny
Okay.
character.
I know I know you can switch it up. You can switch it up because
I'm an
I've
actor.
seen it.
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I love it.
Absolutely. How can everybody find you? How can they stay connected?
You can find me on all social media platforms. Smoogie the Comedienne on Instagram, or Smoogie the Comic Facebook.
I love it.
We'll
I
be
love it.
connecting.
We will. We want to thank you for saying yes to us, for coming on. You just have brought laughter to us. You know, laughter is like wine for the soul, and you just have us sipping it. And so we just want to say thank you.
And I heard you like wine, so.
I do.
Okay,
I do.
cool. So that's cool. That works.
Yes. So thank you so much for saying yes to us. When we return, get ready for the Own Your Now Flow.
If you love them enough to relearn math so you can teach them math, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Well, now it is time for the Own Your Now Flow. Man, Smoogie, Pure Catering STL. Today has been a whole vibe and a vibe in the box.
Yes, girl, we got fed literally with food from STL and laughter from Mr. Smoogie.
Yes, yes. You know, I got to ask you, Lady O, he gave us his affirmation word. What's your affirmation
Girl,
word?
I've been laughing all day. I mean, so my word is laughter. You know, they say laughter is so good for you. And during the pandemic, you know, we didn't have a lot to laugh about, but to have someone like him with the clean comedy, it's wonderful. So laughter is mine.
Laughter. Well, you know what? I think at the end of the day, we have to realize the value of what it looks like when you can pull everybody together and we can all grow. And you know what? That's what it feels like to have some soul food. And if in fact you don't have soul food, take the leap. Jump to the next table and say, you know what, I'm going to laugh about the negativities in life and we'll continue to grow. Until next time, keep your cups full.
Keep sipping. I was going to interrupt you. You know what? Keep your cups full. Keep sipping some peace, love, and positivity.
And remember, tomorrow isn't promised.
So own your
now.